Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fresh from my library. Stay safe, be safe.
Be healthy.
I have her glued to this chair, that's why she's not getting up.
Okay.
Anyway, we're taking a look at Trollz.
Can they even see it? There they go. Okay.
Now, for the longtime viewer, you may remember that around the time the first movie came out, we saw a movie called Trollland, starring Ja Rule and Dick Van Dyke.
Long time ago.
In what I like to call, this is gonna be PG, motion crapture.
The Trolllands was? Because
Trollland?
this was a lot better.
This was CGI. No, I'm talking about movies like Mars Needs Moms and Sinbad Beyond the Veil of Mists.
Okay.
Where the animation has the hands upside down. They're like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Put your hand up. Hey, let's shake hands.
Just like what we're supposed to do now. Clap or pray. Do, 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 do.
So anyway, this movie stars Anna Kendrick, Zoe Deschanel, Justin Timberlake. I
don't know who's the...
Gwen Stefani.
Yes.
Christine Baranski?
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
Was that her?
I think so.
Okay. The girl from Madam Secretary, or the woman?
No, it wasn't Madam Secretary.
It doesn't say...
It was the good wife.
Okay.
And
you watch
Mamma
the show,
Mia.
I don't. Who else was in the movie? McLovin from Superbad.
I think it says Holly Edwards, Jonathan Abel, Glenn Berger. Well, weren't they the Grumpy Bergens? Glenn Berger. Bergens.
Those were the co-producers.
Oh, got it. So anyway, they were involved.
Now...
We had the ugly big Bergens.
Now... Maybe it's just me, but this movie felt similar to other animated movies and other animated properties.
Because it was animated.
Well, I'm not saying it's like The Rescuers Down Under.
Okay. But yeah.
It's almost as if the producer, studio, whoever it was that's our butler, was taking bits and pieces and was like, no, make it more like this, make it more like this, make it more like this. Like, it kind of reminded me of Smurfs.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
It reminded me of Strange Magic, even though I haven't seen it with all of the songs. It reminded me kind of Rio, a little bit.
Have that in there. Then it look weird.
It reminded me of The Ugly Duckling.
Now you're getting way back.
Oh, no, not The Ugly...
You should have stopped at
Wait.
Smurfs.
It reminded me also of Cinderella.
No. Smurfs...
I'll get to Cinderella. No, wait. And even a live-action bit, it reminded me a little bit of Footloose.
Okay. So you take all of those, toss it together, and guess what?
And have the voice of Anna Kendrick.
And Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm. So, why don't you say the plot? Now, it's not going to be a 100% review because our version, thank you, library, had some scratches, and as a result, minutes of the movie were skipped.
About 3 or 4 times. It froze and then started up again a minute or so later.
Ooh! Another movie that reminded me of Toy Story. No. Toy Story 2.
I think you're trying to really reach.
Okay, Toy Story 2.
Okay.
With the...
Can we just discuss it?
With Buzz and Ham and Mr.
You watch
Potato
too many
Head
movies.
going to rescue Woody.
Okay.
Tell me how that's not
You
similar
sure that
to this
was
movie.
2 or 4?
We haven't seen 4.
Oh, I did on the airplane.
I haven't.
It's pretty good. I liked all the Toy Stories.
Okay, so you say the plot, and I'll say, like, how it reminded me of stuff. Like, go ahead.
Okay. You're going to give me the opportunity? Thank you. Okay, so the Trollz, a lot of them were captured, and they were kept in this tree-like cage. And the Bergmans, right?
Which are just like monsters.
Bergens, large people, or regular-sized people. But they thought they could not have happiness unless they ate a troll. So here it is.
Kind of like Pac-Man with the ghosts.
So here comes the day.
I'm not even a big Pac-Man
where
fan.
the Bergens king.
I haven't seen most of Pac-Man. They decide to dig underground and...
No, not the Bergens.
Oh, okay.
The baby, the son, the prince, was going to
voiced by McLovin.
Okay. Was going
you have
to
no idea
get,
who I'm talking
no,
about, do you?
Was going to get to taste a troll and be happy the rest of his life. So here comes this chef, and she
voiced by Christine Baranski.
Right. So she was saving the princess troll just for him. So she had it like in a sandwich and everything. And in the meantime, the rest of the troll village was digging underground to the tree.
She wasn't in a sandwich. She was just it was just a regular. It was just
no. She was wrapped up. And
no, it wasn't. I don't think it was wrapped up.
Never mind. So then, she was going to get eaten first. Okay. So all the trolls had dug all these tunnels underneath the tree and everything, and they got all the trolls out. Okay, so the king of the trolls kept saying, "Do not leave a troll behind," blah, 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 blah.
That part kind of reminded me of Ant Bully.
Okay. So then the Bergens were up above, hitting shovels into the ground, trying to find where all these trolls went. And they're like going through everything, and they finally get out the other end of this like huge mound. And they keep going and going for miles. Can I interrupt 1 second? Mm-hmm.
Speaking of other end, this movie has a very uncomfortable amount of troll tushy. I just find it a little uncomfortable.
Okay. So anyway, they get far enough away, and then the king of the trolls says, "Here, this is where we are going to build our new village." So they're far, far enough away.
A la Smurfs.
So then the Bergens, the king and the prince, were very upset with this head chef. They kicked her out.
And so for like 20 years, the Bergens are all depressed while the trolls are all happy.
Yep.
And then Poppy,
the princess of the trolls, the king's daughter, she wanted to have on the 20th anniversary a huge, noisy, lit up, happy party that they made it all this far. Mm-hmm. And then, who was it? The Justin Timberlake guy.
Yeah, he was
down in the dumps. What was his name?
1 second.
So he did not think it was a good idea.
It doesn't even say her name is Poppy on the special on the DVD
or
Blu-ray.
He did not want to participate in the party. He has been doing all this survivalist stuff for years since they got there because he knew the Bergens would sooner or later find them. And of course, at this big, huge, happy party.
You were about to say happy, joy.
No.
I think that's a Ren and Stimpy reference.
Maybe.
I've never seen the show.
And
I don't intend to.
Okay, then don't.
We can binge watch Tiny Toons instead.
No.
Fine, Animaniacs.
Anyway, so then this chef that has been kicked out of Bergensville Castle, whatever, she sees the sky light up, and she gets over there, and she starts picking them up off the ground. So she captures some, and she goes back to the castle to talk to the prince. Okay, you still with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so she presents, she's got a troll, woo, and he's like, ah, so I can be happy, yay, whatever. So then,
is this
Poppy,
where the is this where the chef or kitchen girl is?
Well, no, she's mopping or vacuuming or sweeping. Okay. She's sweeping in with the prince's area.
Mm-hmm.
But then the chef says that she will assist her now. So she didn't realize she was going to be washing dishes, pots and pans, silverware, cups, all the goblets.
I thought she was doing it at the time.
No, she wasn't. She was sweeping and mopping the floor.
It's been a few days since we've seen it.
Okay. So then Poppy has this idea.
We got a rattlesnake poison to combat the virus. No, we didn't. And if you try that yourself, well, you don't have to worry about the virus.
Can we not talk about it?
Continue.
Why did you even bring it up?
Because it's going to be posted, like, next week.
Yeah, well, some states are still breaking out with cases. And there will still be some deaths.
All I talked about was we used rattlesnake venom to combat it.
Okay, whatever. So just don't listen to that. Okay? We don't have it.
I said we... Oh, God.
Okay? Anyway, so then Poppy wants to save them, and she remembers that, who was it, Brock or Brick or something? He had enough supplies to last him 10 years or whatever.
Oh, what I found funny was in his safe room, he had like a bunch of bear traps and mouse traps.
Mm-hmm. And he set them all so that the Bergens couldn't get in there, which they would just kick them away or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Poppy let in the whole village, and his 10 years of supplies he thought were going to last maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With the whole population there.
Mm-hmm.
So Poppy set out to go save.
And I have to get a copy of this song because it was pretty catchy. It was her like going on a voyage song, and two things. Poppy kind of reminded me a little bit of Unikitty. From the Lego movie. Oh. And two, I had no idea that KD wrote another character.
Okay.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
He's written 3 movies now. He wrote The Fish and Oogie Loves. He wrote Unikitty in the Lego movie, and now he's written the role of Poppy in Trollz.
Well, those aren't movies; those are characters that he wrote in.
If you want to know what KD is like, watch those 3 movies and those 3 characters.
KD that is exactly full of sunshine.
He's been on this channel.
He's full of sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Optimistic. Okay. So anyway,
on their voyage.
This
is the Toy Story 2 part.
She encounters spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And she falls into their webs, and then that's when the Justin Timberlake character finds her, catches her, tries to bring her back to life or whatever, and then he says that he will go with her.
And there's kind of a pretty funny thing where he tries to like scare the spiders, but then there's a bigger spider. Like, oh.
okay, we shouldn't leave now. We're just going to get wrapped up in their cocoon web thingy jobber again. Yeah. Okay, so they're on their way. And then they meet a cloud. Not real optimistic cloud.
In this world, there are clouds. Or
yes. Talking cloud.
That's what I meant.
The silver lining behind the cloud, whatever. So he said that there were many dugout tunnels, but only one of them would lead to the tree, and the rest would lead to death, right? Or something?
Certain doom.
Okay. So then she's like, well, can you help us pick out the right one? And he goes, I don't know if I can do that. I've got a lot of other things to do. And then they kind of trick him, and then he points the right one. So they went in the right direction. So they ended up in the tree. And when they got to this castle or this
do you know what I'm humming?
No.
Indiana Jones.
Bergen's. They find that it's all dark and gloomy. Everything is black and white and gray.
Yeah, very, very dark colors. If JJ were to direct one of our reviews, that's what it would look like.
Could be. So then, anyway, what happens is they find them. They sneak and get into the larger castle-like area. They find them in the kitchen. In the kitchen is this girl that has a crush on the prince.
Voiced by Zooey Deschanel.
Has a crush on the prince, but the prince doesn't even notice her. So they do some work on her.
This is a Cinderella part.
Right. All the trolls get their hair together and they make a very colorful wig for her. They make her clothes, and she...
How did you not think this was ripping off Cinderella?
I didn't say I didn't think. I just...
No, wasn't... I said Smurf, Cinderella.
Right.
Toy Story 2.
Well, it really...
Footloose.
When she leaves the skate behind, because they went roller skating, and the prince was quite taken by her. He invited her to be at the dinner of the trolls. Sit right next to him. So when she had to leave because the chef was calling her, she left one skate behind, and the prince took that skate. He was happy.
That's the end of the Cinderella part.
So, you're going to do the next part?
No, continue.
Why are you making me do it?
It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Plus, I felt we lost like 8 minutes of footage because of the bad...
We only lost 4 minutes. You could just kind of picture what had happened. So, anyway...
Show, don't tell.
So, she...
I don't want another Wachowski.
She went back to the lower room, and she was so sad because she wasn't going to be able to go to the meal, and her heart was broken.
They were doing this so that way
they could get one of the trolls that were kept in a case that the prince had,
who we later found out was a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, and something else. There's a reason why Justin Timberlake's character is so gloomy and grumpy, and you find out why.
Yeah.
It's pretty depressing.
Did you want to say it?
No.
No, we'll leave that. You can watch the movie.
We spoil so much stuff in movies. I don't want to spoil that.
I do. I spoil more than you do. So you can just kind of watch that.
Why do you think I've had to re-record some of my reviews?
Oh, well. So are we going to finish it up or no?
Go ahead.
You want to or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's the day of the meal. They're still looking for the Stark, whatever his name is. I forget his name. He wasn't the glitter god or glitter glow boy, whatever. But he turned on him. He was saving himself, and he turned on him. So what had happened was...
I was kind of hoping there would be a double twist where where he was like, the trolls are right here. And then she dug, and it turned out to be on the edge of a cliff or something.
Oh.
That's what I thought was going to be the twist.
But he let them know where they were.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then, since the prince was happy roller skating, they brought that up to him. You can be happy without eating a troll.
And this is the footloose part.
So then they all started dancing and singing, and then the burgers started dancing. Bergens. Sorry, I used to work for Bergner Wisey, so Burger, whatever.
So anyway, back to Wahlburger, the movie.
So then everything turned happy.
And there's a resolution with the evil woman.
Go ahead. Or you don't want to do it?
If I didn't want to reveal Justin Timberlake, why do you think I wanted to reveal that?
I suggest you watch Trollz. It was cute, had a lot of good singing, dancing.
For me, it's not the... I'm sorry, continue.
Rent it, but not buy it.
Maybe for me it was a little overhyped.
I thought it was still good. It had a good theme.
All I knew about the movie...
It didn't get boring.
Yeah. All I knew about the movie was that Squirrel Talk, he watched the movie in theaters, and then he watched A Monster Calls, I think. Which is like some depressing movie where he said you would need Kleenex. And then he said, you know what? Heck, I'm watching Trollz again. I need to get these feelings out of my system.
It was funny. A lot of sparkles, a lot of color.
I felt it could have been funnier.
Well, it could have been. But as we noticed on Netflix or Amazon Prime, that there are other troll movies. So maybe...
No, they're troll shows.
Oh, they're shows, not movies. Oh, darn. Okay. Anyway, I thought it was kind of good. This little, like, glob guy up here, he says one word. What did he say? Oh, or something. He said something. What did he say?
Oh, one thing I will say.
Oh, snap.
One thing I will say, it's not James Corden's worst animated movie.
That's good.
Do you know what he was also in?
No.
High Five.
Okay. Okay.
No, he was High Five in the Emoji Movie.
Okay. We need to wrap this up.
Anyway, we were going to review this in honor to coincide with Trollz 2 or Trollz World Tour, but since that's probably video on demand right now, no idea if that's good. Hopefully it's trending so I can kind of cash in on it. I don't know what to say. Join us next time when it's Thing Week. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing. In case you're wondering why I sound like I have a mild lisp, it's because...
Stop. You have an expando bar in the top roof of your mouth.
I a while ago had upper jaw surgery, so that's why I sound a little different. Okay. Please, no comments about that.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Where's my tux?